It's your birthday.
It's your birthday, Stotty.
Yeah.
No.
Happy birthday to you.
If you are enjoying what you do, you'll be good at it. Well, not always, but hopefully.
I had a drone story at the Olympics.
Oh, my days. I stop and I hear this sound and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a Mavic Pro.
Welcome to Talking Bullship, and our co-host today is City legend Rebekah Stott. Stotty, thank you for helping us out today.
Thank you, and thanks for that nice introduction.
Do you feel like you're a City legend?
Are you the City legend?
Oh, I'm not the City legend.
Like
I
there's
think I'm...
Catley, and then there's like McNamara, and there's whatever, but there's like Stott is like top shelf, yeah?
No.
What do you think gets you there?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a treble season. That might get me there.
Line
maybe.
it up.
There we go.
Line it up.
Yeah, we'll see.
That would be sick. You ever think about it?
I mean, we thought about it a lot this year.
This year, heaps,
Didn't happen,
actually.
but no, it's something to strive for.
What would be the treble for you? Would it be like Premiers, Grand Final, Champions?
Champions League, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Cups? No cups?
No, we don't have any.
Yeah, true.
No.
That's a bit of isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, I like that we got that.
Okay, we've got two things that we've got to start off with. First thing, Stotty, we ask all our guests, you've been one of the longest tenured City players. You've been at the club for one of the longest.
How long have you been at City for?
My first season was in 2015-16.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming up on long service leave.
Yeah, should have.
Stints in between, obviously, like Germany and Brighton and
Yeah.
a bit of everywhere. But you've been here for long enough. Can you please describe the crest of Melbourne City to us and what each piece means?
Yeah, of course. I've been at City for ages, so of course I know this. The ram or sheep, whichever way you look at it, is for the rams out in Mornington Peninsula. You know, there's lots of farms out there. That also comes into the cow. The ship is, how the convicts got here. And the whales are for the whales you see off the shore in winter.
Is there anything else in the crest of note?
The crown. That's, obviously the sign for Victoria. So they had to put that in there and, yeah.
And the
hearts.
started...
Sorry. There was also the hearts in there for how the club started as Melbourne Heart. So, that kind of pays homage to that era.
So I don't know about you, but Stotty started so confidently, I was like, she's going to nail this whole thing.
I thought she knew.
Yeah.
But she knew a lot of
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
Is that not right?
No, I think the ship's not for that.
Yeah.
For the convicts.
What is it?
Ship's about Manchester.
The ship's because there's also a ship in the Manchester logo.
Ah.
Yeah, so they keep that
Why
one.
is it in that one?
To do with the history of being a port
convicts,
town.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's where the convicts got on.
Okay.
So they're like, the convicts go on there,
Right.
and then they just
That's
happen to end
the
up here.
connection, right?
The other important thing that we've got to start with, Sime, is
It's your
obviously
birthday.
it's your
It
birthday,
is, it
Stotty.
is.
Yay.
No.
Happy birthday to you.
What's this tune?
Happy birthday to you.
Yum.
Lovely. And then there's an important piece at the front.
Yes.
Dinosaur, how good.
The first dinosaur. You have to light the candles, make a wish. Nice. What'd you wish for?
Can't tell you.
Nice, well
Yeah,
done.
good
That's
test.
well done.
I hope
test.
you guys aren't wanting one because
No. No, they're all for you, mate.
Which
Can
is your
I eat them?
favourite flavour? The chocolate, the vanilla, or the strawberry?
I reckon vanilla.
Yeah.
Really?
I would absolutely pick vanilla.
In a Neapolitan
So-
ice cream, would you go vanilla first?
Absolutely.
Probably wouldn't order
Yeah.
it, but if I was to, I reckon I'd go chocolate.
If
Chocolate
you get the
first.
Neapolitan, like the 4-litre tub, which way do you
I'm
scoop?
going to take the candles off for
Yeah.
you.
Which way do you scoop? Do you go across and so you're getting all three, or you just go on straight one?
Straight one, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. What do you do?
Yeah, just vanilla gets hollowed out. Strawberry never gets eaten.
Never.
No. And
That's
then,
bizarre.
so
Not
the
very
important
good
thing
at
to
that, are
note,
you?
that was horrible, Simon. All those cupcakes have fallen over. The important thing to note on the plate, Stotty, is there is a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Now, for a lot of our guests that we've had on the show so far, they have referenced you and your dinosaur
We
impression.
basically ask all of our guests, we've got new people coming, and we say, what should we ask them? And anytime your name gets brought
Yeah.
up, the dinosaur is the most famous. Is it the most famous contribution to Melbourne City that you have?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't. What do you mean?
Do people call you the dinosaur? What is it about? Do you have a tail?
Is a T-Rex just your favourite? Do you just like
Have
dinosaurs?
you got short arms?
I don't have short arms. No, I don't know. I picked it up a while ago, and
You picked what up?
the T-Rex.
Well, you picked up a T-Rex?
That's weird. Are they heavy?
I don't know. It just sometimes comes out, and people laugh at it and think it's funny. So
Yeah.
bring joy to people. Can I eat this?
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah,
We'll-
absolutely,
we'll
yeah.
store- Please give us a.
You can actually have one. I'm joking.
You can give
I
us.
actually don't want one.
Oh.
Just because
We can't have three people eating it.
Yeah. This would be then fun for the next 5 minutes. Everyone's just eating cupcakes on the.
What's your review of the taste, please?
Say it like a MasterChef judge though.
The sponge is like not very good. Like it's okay, and the icing is good. It kind of tastes like ice cream. Like
Right.
kind of had Neapolitan in my mouth just then, but yeah, I mean it's all right. It's first birthday cake.
All right, I'll tell my son that he needs to improve his cooking. Then.
Are we the first people
Definitely.
to wish you a
I
happy
don't have a
birthday?
son, and he did.
No,
Oh, okay. Hey, we just
you
wanted
do
to
I
check.
hope not. It's
I
2
know.
o'clock.
That's why I'm
Who
just
was
checking.
the first?
Yeah, actually, it was Steph
Was it?
because she was in England.
Catley, Steph Catley.
It came through like 2 a.m. in the morning or something.
Really? Do you remember your mates' birthdays?
I'm not very good.
Is that especially nice that Steph Catley has messaged you for your birthday the day before your birthday for her? Like she's remembered that in advance.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
I should say that back to her.
When is Steph Catley's birthday? Who is one of your best friends?
26th of January,
Australia Day?
Steph Day.
Steph Day.
Steph Day.
Yeah,
Easy to remember.
we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Steph Day.
Steph
Yeah.
Day. Much less controversial than the current
Steph Day.
Than the current day.
There you
It's
go.
always been Steph Day.
Always been Steph Day. What does a birthday look like for you? From
Mine?
when you were
do
a
you
kid?
like a birthday?
Is it
Not
was it-
really.
No.
Sorry for bringing you a cake then.
No, it's all right. I'll take the cake. You know, it's just like another day, normal day, you know. I used to like it when I was younger, but I don't know.
What
You're
is
just
the
getting
birthday
older
look like?
and older.
Yeah, you're old and bitter now.
32.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
What presents do you get as a 32-year-old now?
Shoes. I actually bought myself a present
Yeah,
you
go
buy?
on.
yesterday. I bought a tennis racket.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
That's
It's
so
my
funny.
off-season hobby is going to be playing tennis.
Really?
By yourself?
Oh, no.
Okay, just checking.
That would be a bit
Who
boring.
do you play against?
Friends.
Whoever wants to play.
You know, a lot of people play tennis.
Yeah, hey, whoa. Let's not attack me. I'm
Sorry,
here asking
sorry.
the questions.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, you too.
I don't know where I sit on this. How do you go at tennis? Any good?
I haven't played for years, but I reckon I'm all right. I played at school.
Yeah.
I like to put a bit of spin on my serve,
Okay.
but I don't know. I'm probably not that accurate.
Nice.
So what will you do for the rest of your birthday?
Special meal?
Well, I'm here.
Fortunate.
Yeah, I know. I'll just go for dinner. Nice little birthday dinner.
Love that. What's on the birthday meal?
Which is there a
What a
particular
pressure on a
restaurant?
birthday meal.
I'm going to Kit Show.
I don't know what that
No,
is.
I don't. They're
what's-
Japanese.
okay.
Just, you know, a bit of edamame, bit of gyoza,
Yeah.
bit of yakitori.
Love that.
Love some Japanese.
There you go.
Nice.
Load up.
Well, I mean, you had the very famous Instagram page, Stotty Eats, which has gone dormant as of January. Why has
Yeah.
it stopped?
What happened?
I'm too busy, like, you know.
Too busy to eat?
Football, training, it just takes it out of me. And then, you know, by the time you film something, you make it, you eat it. Who's editing that? Not me.
The motivation that you had at the start when you wanted to film it is long gone after a
Yeah.
belly full of food.
We got to eat it.
Yeah, you got to eat
Yeah.
it, clean it up.
Because there's a
It's-
3-cheese ravioli here, mushroom,
Oh,
truffle cheddar,
so
ricotta, and
good.
parmesan. Delish.
It's unbelievable. So good.
Is that your signature dish?
I reckon. I actually, like, kind of made that one up.
You
That-
made
that
up
could go in the-
pasta, like you created pasta.
That one.
You made ravioli.
No, that specific one. I mean, I probably saw a recipe and I was like, oh, let me just put this in. And oh, it's so good. It's so good.
How often would you cook that?
Not very often. Special occasions.
Birthdays and whatnot.
Yeah, should have
Last
made
time
it.
was December 24, 2024, Christmas Eve.
No, I've made it since then. I just haven't, you know, put it on the gram.
Doesn't count then.
Yeah.
If you didn't have it on the internet, it didn't happen.
It's hard to plate and make it look pretty though. That's an issue.
Is it something that you appreciate? Because I would imagine that there's a lot of people that watch you play football and they go, Geez, I really appreciate that. That would be really quite
She's an
hard to
artist, much like a chef.
do. Yeah. So then when you're doing Stotty Eats, you're like, geez, how do they make this look good?
Oh, 100%.
It's
And you go on like certain pages, like I follow a bunch of chefs or like home chefs that like have heaps of followers because they make pasta or some crap. And the way they make it look good, I'm like, how do you even do that? And I try make it and it's like, looks like crap. Yeah. Tastes good, but looks like crap.
So would you, Rebekah Stott, like to be on MasterChef?
Nah,
No,
I'm not good enough for that. I'd probably get yelled at and
You're
sent
more like a
home.
My Kitchen Rules type operator.
Yeah, or Ready Steady Cook.
Yeah.
I like Ready Steady Cook.
Tomatoes. Show us the tomatoes. Show us your tomatoes. That's very funny. What would be like if you weren't a footballer? What would you be?
Oh, geez. Maybe a coach. Is that like kind of cheating?
That's good. No. Are you going to be a coach? Do you think you'll be a coach in retirement whenever that happens?
Yeah,
Long way
that's
off
the
now.
plan.
Yeah.
I've got some licenses, so kind of planning for that as the next step. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
What licenses do you have at the moment?
UEFA B.
UEFA B. What do you need to be a coach? Who can you coach at UEFA B?
I think you can be an assistant.
Yep.
And then I think youth, like junior.
How do you get UEFA A license? Like, do you have to sit a test like it's year 10?
It's more like a course, so it's a bit harder from here because it's obviously European. I would probably do a lot of it online, but I'd have to go over there and kind of go through intense training for it.
Do you think, what do they teach you though?
This is the
How to coach,
Right.
how to manage players, how to manage staff, all that kind of stuff, fun stuff.
Did you apply for the Matilda's coaching job?
No,
Just
I
ask it.
didn't.
UEFA
I
B.
didn't.
That's the only thing
UEFA B
holding
wasn't
back.
ready for it.
That's the only
But put
thing
me up
holding back.
against Joe Montemurro, I'll probably come out on top, I reckon.
Yeah, City
you
legend.
just didn't have your UEFA A. That's
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
You needed your UEFA A. That would have been good.
Oh,
What
funny.
is the timeline on UEFA A? How long does it take to get to that?
I actually don't know.
Couldn't do it in an off season?
I'm not sure. Maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't really want to get it until I'm coaching,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to get experience first.
Active skill.
Coaching,
And it
and
probably
then-
will change a lot between now and when you want to get it, and then you kind of go from there.
So for those playing at home and looking to get their UEFA A coaching course, it lasts between 6 and 9 months and requires a minimum of 180 hours of learning. A mix of online and face-to-face.
Oh, no.
As in the course itself, 6 to
How
9
often do you
months.
have to redo it?
No, I think you just need to get it. Eligibility, you need to hold a UEFA B license and have at least 2 years experience in professional coaching. That's what.
So you're going to be an assistant for 2 years?
Not necessarily.
Yeah. You're necessarily. That's what
I'm
it
a
said.
player though, so it's easier.
Really?
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
You
Yeah.
just look behind the curtain?
Yeah,
They just are like, you probably know.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you get more like credits in the bank because you're a captain?
I doubt it.
Interesting.
I
Would you
don't
like to
reckon.
be a club coach or a national team coach?
I'm not really sure. I think they're very different. I think club coach I would like more because you're more on the field training and managing like week to week. Whereas as a national team coach, it's very much
Easy camp.
you're there for 10 days with the players and then you're away working on what you're going to do next camp or that kind of boring stuff.
Which one would you prefer, sorry?
Club,
Yeah.
I think.
A bit more in the thick of it all the time.
Do you think that different skills, like different coaches require different skills in that like club is a different skill set to national?
I think so. I think international coaching is probably a lot more, I want to say like theory or like planning and that kind of thing.
A bit
I don't
like,
know.
Bit
I don't know.
broader,
I'm
as
not a
in
coach, so I
you've-
don't really know, but that's what I assume.
You've got to build a bigger picture because you already know everyone can play, whereas the club coach
Yeah. And
does a bit more of the.
I think you don't have as much control because you don't control how your players develop or grow. You've got 10 days and 2 of those are games. So there's probably 3 to 4 training sessions where you actually are with the players.
Wow.
Kind of crazy.
You're not doing really well, and I guess that's maybe the next question. At club level, how much skill acquisition is the club coach doing with you? Or is the skill acquisition more determined to you. It's like, hey, if you have a hole in your game, it's up to you to work on that, and then I, as the club coach, can utilise it.
I don't think it's necessarily as much as it's up to you. It's, okay, we think you can grow and develop in this area or be better in this area. Here's what we can do to help you. Yes, it's up to you to do it on the field and get better at it, or watch video to get better at it. But I think the support, especially here, you've got that support to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to tell you something that you can't do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're not like, we want you to be 7 foot tall. You're like, well, I can't do that. Sorry.
Yeah, and they'll help you with that. Not being 7 foot.
Yeah. That'd be cool though.
But
would you rather win a World Cup as a player or as a head coach?
Player.
I didn't like that question.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I reckon that was your best.
Huh? I know. I'm just, hey.
No,
just
it's just different, I reckon.
One would be for New Zealand, one would be for Australia. Yeah. So is that why?
It's just crazy. Imagine winning the World Cup as a player. It's just insane.
It is insane.
But then as a coach would be also pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd take either. Give me one, I'll take it.
So generous.
I'll be so picky, yeah. Would you prefer to win a World Cup or to win a treble?
World Cup. I don't know, just growing
World
up.
Cup's like
World
a bit
Cup
of lightning in a bottle, isn't it? That's the one thing.
You know, we have to bring it up at some point. Wuhan happened, right? Was there any discussion with Steph prior to Wuhan that it's like, we could like both be trophies here? Like we could like, they just could be bulk trophies for everybody.
Not really. We were definitely like chatting and stuff, because it was the same week, I think.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy timing, but for her to win the Champions League is unbelievable. Like that, I think, is up there with World Cup, like winning the World Cup. UEFA Champions League is something you grow up like wanting to win. So I'm so happy
you hear
for
the music,
her.
the champions.
Yeah, literally. So yes, it's so cool for her. Obviously, a bit gutting for us, not getting that win. But what can you do?
Did you guys speak about it? Were you like, was it hard to be happy for her, but also not hard to be happy for her? Was it like that bittersweet?
Not really. Like I think the crappiest part was like, if we won that game, we had the possibility to go and play them later on. So that was like pretty crap, but like so stoked for her. Like she deserves it so much. So it's just so happy.
And I'm sure she says the same thing about you.
Yeah, probably. Maybe not. Who knows?
Imagine she didn't.
Happy. She sent a birthday message from the other side of the world the day before the birthday.
Yeah.
She cares.
Yeah. Do you think she cares or do you think she got the date wrong?
Who knows?
That'd be
Maybe
crazy.
the date wrong.
Hey, so talking Wuhan, how was the experience? It was because it's like a little bit different, you know? You had to play one game and then play another game and then go from there. And
Yeah, I never do that. Play one game and then play another
All
one.
bunkered down overseas.
No, it was good. It was a lot. Like we come right from the end of our season here and go straight into that, and it was a long season. So, you know, we're pretty stressed and there was a lot of pressure, which I think we handled well. And it was a good experience to be in China, and like it's not somewhere you'd really travel, so it's cool to see the country and experience it.
was there anything about China that blew your mind?
No, I don't think
like,
so.
This is weird.
I've been there a couple of times, so I kind of knew what to expect. But it was brutal though. Like to make the final and then to lose like that, it was pretty rough. And I think it's going to take us a lot to get over that one because it's just so brutal.
Who do you go to? Like, who do you confide in, and who do you look to for support in the times after the game and things like that?
Yeah, well, I was straight on a plane to Spain after. Which was also real rough because I wasn't with the teams. Just me and Specky were on the same flight over. So I got into camp and saw my psychologist there, and she's amazing. I talk to her quite often about City and how she can kind of help me and stuff. So it was good that I had her to lean on and kind of just broke down in tears to her. But she's good. So just helped me a bit with that. And, yeah.
Because, like, as, you know, City fans watching, and I'm sure I mean, you know what? We do. We speak for all City fans, you know, and we'll say it, right?
Yeah.
Is that, like, even the way that it happened And then for that penalty, and it's like the fifth one, and it's like you to step up was just like, I was at home, like, let's go. Like, it doesn't matter what happens after that, right? It's like, do you feel in the moment what you're doing is special? Like, regardless of result, right? Because, like, no one else should have taken that penalty either.
No, I don't think so. I think it's, I've got a penalty. I'm going to put it where I always put it and where I've always practiced. That's what I know. Mm-hmm. So go with that. Which is what Michael said also in the huddle beforehand. Like, you've got your spot, go with it. Like, whatever happens, happens. I think thinking about the enormity of the situation would just make me crumble.
So you're able to you just black out the crowd, and it was like you just.
Well, you don't hear anything; it just goes silent. Yeah.
Wow, so it's like a movie, like in the movie they have you stepping up, and then the crowd that's all there just go.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, and then it's just like nothing, and then you go boom, and then as soon as that's done, you hear everything again, and it's like, oh my days.
Oh my days.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I've talked through it, and I think if I was to change the way I usually go and the keeper saved it, I would have been beating myself up so much more.
There's a huge amount of confirmation bias in the result, as in like if you hit it differently and then hit it to an unusual spot that you normally go to and the keeper misses, you're like, yeah, of course, I went to a different spot. But if you hit it to to the same spot and the keeper saves it, you're like, oh, I should have gone somewhere different. So your confirmation bias only comes in because of how you know as what happened, but you can't do that until you have the moment.
Well, you can't read the future, can you?
Oh, such a shame.
It's pretty brutal.
Like, let's just.
I know, like we've got ChatGPT now. Like,
yeah, let's like AI. We could have AI'd it or something. Yeah, we'll just AI the next one.
And then just call me and say, yes, Dotty, go that way.
Yeah, we'll just AI it. Don't worry, we'll AI the next one. Do you want VAR banned from all tournaments now?
No, I think it's a good step for us.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's football. Like, crap happens, and
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really funny to, like, as an athlete, professional athlete, high level performer, to sometimes just be like, it's football, like it happens?
I think it's a way of dealing with it.
Yeah. Full coping mechanism.
Literally.
Yeah.
But you do know football's crazy. Like, you'd have no idea what's going to happen, like our semi-final. So it's, you just can't dwell on it, I guess. Obviously you can for a bit, but...
How much do you let your mind wander to the future of next season's Champions League?
Good one.
As in, because we've qualified and then the opportunity is there to do it again, are you like, oh, geez, I'd love to feel that? Like, do you let your mind go to that position where, like, I might be able to feel the complete inversely proportional feeling to what I felt?
I mean, maybe a little bit. But I'm not getting ahead of myself. Like, it's a long way away. And I think because the season was a lot, I'm just like, okay, switch off, enjoy your break, try not to think about it too much and just enjoy myself.
Was this season the most successful season you've had?
Nah. I don't think so. In terms of what, though? What's success?
How do you define success?
Oh, good answer. Great
like,
question, good answer. Look at this volley. This is nice.
Is it trophies or is it... I don't know. Something else.
Hey,
They
that's
might be
question,
receiving a little cupcake on a podcast that you're on. Hey, that might be success to some people.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah.
Not Stotty, but some people.
I don't know. I think it was a pretty successful season, but I don't think you can say it was a total success because you don't have those trophies. I think it goes differently then, and we do have some more trophies, then yeah, it's successful. I don't think.
So it turns out trophies are success then.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, yeah, that's why we play, isn't it? We want to win.
Yeah.
Well, what do you look forward to most in your off season coming up? Like, what is there one thing that you're like, I just can't wait to be back in Queensland?
Play tennis.
Play tennis.
Play tennis.
Can't wait to be on the court. What's your surface?
Good one.
Well, it's cold outside, so I'm like, maybe I go across from Amy Park into the indoor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Surely is like
no wind.
professional athlete.
Can't blame that on the wind. Like, bad serves or anything.
I actually have to play outside to blame it on the wind. It's like a completely still day.
Yeah, maybe that. And just chilling, just relaxing. I haven't really had an off season in like so long. So
What do you do to relax?
cook.
We're going to fire up Stoddy Cooks again, or that
Stoddy
makes
Eats.
it unrelaxing Stoddy Eats, sorry.
The great irony of Stoddy Eats is it's you cooking and not eating.
What?
Like as in Stoddy Eats is the page about you cooking.
Yeah.
So
Not
it should be
eating.
called Stoddy Cooks, not Stoddy Eats.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, I eat it, don't I? I don't know. Maybe I get that up and running again, but I don't know. Maybe I need to get like some more tools or something. I don't know.
I did not know what this was.
No, not at
Okay,
all. I
what
didn't
it
have
was okay. So I'm making something.
This is
it's
purely
a
for the
big
video.
thing with the camera, so I don't have to play with it. You know what I mean?
Like some more frames to like hang.
Yeah,
Like one
but that's
that-
just an excuse, to be honest.
An
Yeah,
over the
use it
top
though.
frame.
Absolutely, use it. in the
Well, we
content
also
game.
have gone deep on your Instagram as we go on everyone's, and we found your first couple of posts.
Oh gosh,
So you have
doozies, man.
503 posts, Stoddy.
it's a lot.
And Time has it right here,
Wow.
and this is your picture. It is you taking a selfie in the window of your Mac computer
Looks cool, eh? It's got a cool filter on it.
with no
What
caption.
do you reckon that is? That's like a Valencia on there or something, isn't it?
Probably.
But my favourite one is the next one, Time, if you can scroll for Stoddy. This one, the caption is best orange juice ever! Exclamation mark. And it's a photo of a glass of orange juice with a straw in it.
Would you say that glass is half full or half empty?
Half full because of the foam.
Nice.
Okay, guess where that's from. Guess what country I'm in?
Valencia be Spain.
No.
Oh.
Plastic
wait.
straw America. I was
Can I see
Valencia
it?
oranges.
plastic straw.
It's 2000 and it's from January 31,
I know where it is.
2013.
I'm
You
gonna
remember
say-
that glass of orange juice? It
Yeah.
was that good.
Yeah, of course. It was the best juice ever. You would remember your best orange juice ever.
This is crazy, actually. I know exactly where it is.
This is in America.
Nah.
Is it somewhere that you've played before?
No, it's a holiday place.
Oh, Bali.
Yes.
That's a, yep.
On my way to move to Germany.
Really?
You
Yeah.
stopped off at Bali.
Yeah. With my dad and my brother.
Man.
Just got a juice. Is that like a breakfast
It's
juice?
not just our juice, it's the best.
The best orange juice ever.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real good.
Steph
that.
Catley commented and said, come home, crying face, broken heart.
You were leaving. You were
Yeah, I
going
was.
further away.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
You were going further and further away. It's good to be home now, though.
So nice. Oh, it's so nice.
You
I
like
love it.
just like not moving around.
I think because my career, I've always been moving. Like, I haven't been settled since I was 17,
Yeah.
18. So to have a home now and just like enjoy not having to have my bags and not being able to buy stuff because I'm just going to have to throw it away at the end of it, it's just so nice.
When you were 17 and wanted to be a professional footballer, did you think that that was the life?
Yeah.
As in, like, you probably it was one of the underappreciated things, right?
Like living out of a suitcase.
Yeah, that you would be like, nah, damn, that's kind of sucks that you like don't feel like you have a home for 15 years.
Yeah. But I mean, it was always so fun.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, let's go experience a different country.
yeah.
I loved it.
Is
I'm
there
different now, though.
Yeah,
I'm old.
32 now. Mate.
Yeah.
32. Is there any top advice that you would have for like the up and comers? Because now you're an elder stateswoman of the team,
A legend of City.
a legend of City, right? You'd be watching the TikTokers of the youth,
Don't watch TikTok. But yeah,
the people making TikToks at the club.
gotcha.
You would. Is there any times
there's
where they
also-
come to you for advice, or is there anything that like you really just you don't want to be like that person that's given advice, but you want to just try to make sure that they understand certain things?
Because there's also the kids in the City Football Academy that look to you that have had a 15-year professional career that also would listen and watch this. What do you tell them to be like, this is how you do it? This is how you get a statue of yourself outside of Hanley Park.
We're pushing for it.
Righto. I think one, enjoy it. I think if you are enjoying what you do, you'll be good at it. Well, not always, but hopefully. I think you will be a better player than what you're capable of if you're enjoying it. And then two, I think just, I don't know, I think in the women's game, if you can get very good at the technical side of all aspects, I think you'll go far.
Cool. All right. Who's the best player at City right now that you think will have like
That's crazy. How am I supposed to pick someone?
I don't know. You got to pick someone. Who do you reckon? Who do you look at and you're like, you've got it, whatever it is.
Yeah, who's got
Okay. Tish.
Yep.
I think she's unbelievable.
There you go. See,
Oh,
that's how you pick
but
it.
then you've also got Shelby, who's so young and just her technique.
Who would you like to coach the most? Which player? So when you're coaching the Matildas,
Once you've got UEFA B, UEFA A.
yeah, and you're coaching the Matildas, we've shipped him off. Rebekah Stott's now
I
the head
don't.
coach.
Okay, you're making that sound like I want the Matildas job. You said New Zealand or Matildas.
Oh, do you want the English job?
I don't know what I want. Maybe a club team.
Okay, when you're back
Just
here,
to clear that up.
coaching City.
Yeah, theoretically, you're coaching the Matildas.
A player from Melbourne City. It's weird thinking about coaching my own teammates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why we're making you do it. Because it's for us, very entertaining.
Yes.
I'll just say Shelby again then.
And because you have like greater knowledge, like you see how coachable they are, or what they have, or Shelby because you don't have to do as much work. Perfect.
Exactly.
You're like, wow, she's already really
Tish, I
good.
already thought she was going to be good.
Yeah, no, she's already there.
I think Shelby's just got so much potential. I don't think she needs a lot of help, but maybe that guidance in certain little tiny areas, I think should be a fun player to coach.
Do you tell her that as a captain as well? You're like, you're going to go far, mate. Like,
I don't know if I say it to her, but I'm like, oh, Shelby's unbelievable.
Say it to everyone else except for Shelby. Yeah.
I get around her and like if she does something good in training, I'm like, yes, Shelby, like that's unbelievable. Like I'll say that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
when did you start feeling a generational gap between yourself and the younger players?
An actual time, probably when I came back to City.
You're like, oh, there's
Yeah.
Something's changed.
I think in Brighton, I think there was a lot of players that were my age or older. So it was like, oh, I'm just like still one of the young chickens. But I wasn't. But then coming back here and like a lot of the team is young and being like one of the older players, I was definitely like, oh, crap, like I'm a bit different to them.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Is it fun though that when like you win like an MVP, like a tournament MVP award, you still got it, guys. Like
No,
I know you guys are younger, and I know you think that I'm older, but
whippersnappers, reckon you can
guess
run
what?
rings around.
still
Guess who's the
fucking
tournament
got
MVP?
it, bro. Get out of my way.
I don't think like that. I think
Just us. That's
it's
it.
a tough
Yeah.
one because like, you know how the game ended. It was just a brutal one to take. So I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, you just like, I don't want it. Move it on. Like, I don't care about that. See, that's got to also be bittersweet too, because you're like, it'd be really nice to like that. And then I don't like
Yeah,
that.
if we won and I got that, oh, how good.
Yeah, you're like, that's a nice little bonus. But instead, it's like a bit of a knife twist.
Yeah.
So you've played so many times for the Football Ferns. Do you get the cap? Like, so the Matildas, when they play, we learned they get a literal cap. Do you get a literal cap when you play for New Zealand?
Yeah, we got first one
Yeah.
and then I
Cool.
think 100
Yeah.
I got one.
Wow.
And what have you done with those caps? Do you know where they are?
Yeah, they're just sitting at home.
Cherished.
I actually am a bit ridiculous because I swap like a lot of shirts and stuff. So I've got my own little cabinet with, it's like an IKEA one, slide door thing. Like
What's the coolest shirt you've got in there?
Ooh, that's hard.
What's the coolest shirt you've got in your trophy cabinet?
Yeah.
It's got to be like you're like a
Zealand?
martyr or something.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't have a Marta. I had one, but I
Sold it.
auctioned it off.
You did,
Yeah.
yeah. We
Oh,
spoke to
yeah,
you.
true.
It was the last time we spoke to you.
I got some pretty cool shirts with that.
You kept them all.
I have Santos, I think, from Colombia. It's a really cool shirt. It's like the purpley one.
What's your favourite piece of memorabilia that you've collected across the journey? It can be like a trophy, it can be a hat, it can be a shirt. Do you have any, like, you have one thing that you love?
Balls.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have like a ball from each of the big, like the World Cup, Olympics. I just get one of the balls.
So you just like, so whistle goes, game over, you run to a ball kid, you're like, I want that ball.
No.
How do you get it?
We get our own team balls, so I grab one of those.
Do they have markings like the game is stamped on there, or you just
Not
know?
those ones.
You just write on a little
Yeah.
text or
Well,
something.
you remember the ball.
Yeah,
Because they're all very different.
true.
Yeah.
Jabulani.
Jabalanis, yeah.
FIFA Nova.
Yeah.
Those
What's
are
your
my
favourite ball?
I loved those.
FIFA Nova?
Yeah, I got the little one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They're like I loved those.
Do you leave them pumped up?
Yeah, but then they just go down.
Right.
But they're
And-
still round.
How many do you have?
I don't know, like 6 or 7.
That's sick.
Mm.
When like the young whippersnappers of the city team, like,
Whippersnappers.
whippersnappers, we're leaning into that you're old.
I thought it was whippersnipper.
No, whippersnapper's like a zzz,
Yeah,
whippersnapper's like a young person.
Right.
When they come to your house, if they're ever allowed to be at your house, are they like, Jesus, this is cool stuff here? Like this memorabilia is elite.
Yeah, they try and steal shirts. I'm like, get out.
Do they
Do
try and
they?
steal your shirts?
Nah, they don't. If they're lucky enough, I'll give them a Kiwi one or something. But
I got 100 of them.
Yeah. Do you get a new shirt every time you play for New
nah,
Zealand?
we get about 2 a year
Oh,
or 3.
Really?
It's gotten better, especially if you go to like a major tournament, you get about 6. Like
and then
you get a
the
lot
major tournaments get the game. They have the games embroidered on them.
from
like
most of them.
heat
Like the
stamp
World
on
Cup,
there,
we
yeah.
had that.
Yeah.
We didn't at the other. Maybe we did. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So you just like flick. You're like, yeah, have a New Zealand shirt, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, not to everyone. Only the ones I like.
Shelby and Tish.
joking. That's
Shelby and
This is
Tish.
going to be the
Shelby
podcast
doesn't
to
have
end
one.
the team. Shelby doesn't have one. She's still making her work. That's brutal. Is there is there a jersey swap that you want to do
ooh.
but haven't yet?
Oh, awkward story. One of my favourite players, Eugene Le Sommer, is French. I tried to swap my shirt with her after the Olympic game, and she goes, "Oh no, we can't." And I was like, "Oh, they didn't give me it." I was so gutted.
And then you saw her walking around with someone else's stuff. You're like, oh, no.
Literally, oh, it was brutal.
She wasn't allowed to.
Well, that's what she
You
said.
reckon
To
it's
be
like
fair,
she wasn't allowed to?
yeah, it's a good excuse.
She's like, I don't want a New Zealand shirt. She's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather a Matilda shirt. They're heaps better.
Yeah, it was so funny though, because then one of the other girls tried to swap one with one of the French girls as well. And then she's gone out to give her it, taken a photo with her in the New Zealand shirt, in the French chick. And then she's just left with the Kiwi shirt and hasn't given her a French one. She just took her shirt.
Just took her shirt.
It was so
Merci.
funny.
Did she
Merci.
follow
Merci.
up?
It was.
What?
It was.
Oh, like merci, as in thank you, and then just like gone.
The girl's name's Mouse. The player who got. I was like, how did you know?
Wow. Pulse on the
Merci.
inside.
I was just doing a bit of French
Did
accent.
you?
That's funny.
So she didn't follow up. That's it. Just lost the
Oh,
jersey.
she was like, oh, okay.
I only get 2 of those a year. I need that one back. I'm locked down.
It was hilarious.
Far out. Okay.
Stitch up.
That is a big stitch up. Mate, I've got a note here to ask you about a drone story at the Olympics.
Oh, my days. How much time do you have?
Unlimited.
The drone enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yes, that's me.
What, are you a drone enthusiast?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, nice. Do you have a drone?
I do.
What have you got?
I've got a DJI FPV.
Oh,
Do you know what
like
that is?
full goggles on.
Goggles.
And what do you do with
Whoa.
it? What are you droning?
Not much, to be honest. I haven't used it in a long time.
Right.
It's more like I get into a mood where I'm like, I really want this, and then I just buy it.
Get the drone up while you're doing a bit of stoddy eat.
I know. That would be
Just
terrible.
hover. You don't
Yeah.
need the frame if you,
You just
hover
see the
that.
ceiling.
Wow.
Okay, maybe. No, so then I bought it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Do you want me to tell you a story now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're training 2 days before the game or something. Anyway, so Ali Riley gets the ball and is about to do a throw-in back to me. And then I stop and I hear this sound and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a Mavic Pro. So I look
Type
up.
of drone.
That's not a DJI. That's not my DJI FPV.
No, I could tell the difference. And I look up and there's a freaking drone there. And so I was like to the coach, oh, there's a drone. He's like, what?
How big is that drone, just for people who aren't aware what a Mavic Pro is?
Probably like that
Like
big.
almost the size
Like,
of a ball, wider
well,
than a
the
ball.
body's like this,
Yeah,
and then it's like got the
the
wings.
struts and stuff.
Yeah. But you can hear it.
That's
Like,
like
they're
two
quite loud.
palms together kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I heard it and I told the coach and then they went and told the manager and then, it just kind of stayed there.
Does
and
training
then-
stop
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like pointing at it, flipping the bird, whatever.
Kicking balls at it?
Mooning it.
I don't think so. And anyway, it doesn't fly off. I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, so it goes higher, and then about a couple minutes later, it starts coming down, like really close to us. So we're on this field, and then there's a cliff, and then there's a road up here. Anyway, so it was up over this way.
Where is
and
this
it starts
happening?
coming down over there in France.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, where were you guys? Where was your base?
Saint Etienne.
Sick.
I
As a
think.
side note, a Mavic Pro is
think.
worth about $4,000.
Love that.
Anyway, and so it starts coming down, and then all of a sudden the cops on the other side start going, like, woof, motorbikes taking off and stuff. And they caught the guy. Yeah. Took him to jail. Turns out he was with Canada, who we were playing against.
Yes.
And they got staffed. So
They
they
got
got
DQ'd?
6 points taken off them,
Unbelievable.
and they still made it out of the group.
Brutal. Brutal.
And we
Brutal.
did. I thought it was a bit unfair. I
should've
thought we
taken
should have got 3 points for that game.
So do you...
But we didn't.
Because of your acute knowledge of drones, you were able to get Canada on the front page of the paper
Yeah.
as being drone cheats.
To be fair, like anyone could have heard it. It was pretty loud. They were just
knew, no one
oblivious.
did.
Anyone could have heard it. Not anyone did hear it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
That's-
crazy.
Yeah, that's...
I think they could have got away with it. They should have flown it away, crashed it
Yeah,
somewhere.
why didn't they? What happened? You
Not
got fall
sure.
asleep or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, when everyone's looking at you flipping the bird, you're like, I reckon they've noticed me.
Oh, everyone stopped and literally is looking up. You would think, okay, I've got to fly it away now.
And or like don't fly it to you. Fly it into like just the wall.
A building, yeah.
Yeah.
Into
Like,
a
don't fly it
grass
to you
field.
because people just go, where is it?
But he was like, this is a $4,000 drone. I don't want to explode.
Imagine how much jail. He's like
But,
paying heaps of
you
jail.
know, when they actually got the drone and watched the footage and stuff, they had done it to another training session.
Really?
Yeah.
Of yours.
Yeah. Naughty, eh?
So that, dare I ask, what was the score when you guys played them?
I think it was 2-1.
They won?
Yeah.
Cheats. Dogs. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Simon's words, not studies, just to be
Yeah,
clear.
I didn't say that.
I did. I did. Yes, I did. That's ridiculous. I hate that.
And we've also heard
Oh, that's
you used to have some photos jumping off a cliff on your Instagram and then had to get removed.
Did it? Yeah. So when I signed for Brighton, they have these like social media people who go through everyone's pages.
Just like
and-
us, like we've done. They've found your amazing juice in Bali.
Yeah,
That can
literally. Pretty much the same as you guys. Anyway, I had a video of me paragliding off the mount, which is in New Zealand. And so, yeah, it was beautiful. And they made me take it down.
That's so rude.
I know.
Why?
I think I archived it, so maybe I'll put it back up.
Why did they make you take it down?
It's dangerous.
Risky.
Yeah. I'm like, it literally was 10 years ago, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was strange.
Like I'm drinking juice in Bali.
Yeah.
That's arguably more
that
dangerous.
is much more dangerous.
Literally.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
it was like some... Yeah, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Simon, should we move to the presser?
Let's do it, mate. Hey, before we wrap up, we like to, we want to prepare you. You're the captain of the club, international player. There's a lot of responsibilities that fall to your feet,
You'd have a lot of press conferences.
and a lot of that is to do with the press. And we want to make sure that you're adequately prepared. So as a
gosh.
part of our role for Melbourne City, we hold a segment on this show called The Presser that prepares you for any tough questions that are going to come your
Okay.
way.
There's no sitting on the fence.
There's no sitting on the fence. You can be staunch with your answers. You need to be...
Do I have to sit up straight?
You can sit however you like.
You sit however you like, as long
I'm
as
ready.
you're prepared. But we will judge your answers and we won't give you a critique or anything. But it is
I'll
what it
just
is.
sit back down.
Okay.
So, Stoddy, you moved to Australia at 11, then you played for the Australian under-17s and the Australian under-20s, and then you chose to play for the football fans. Why are you a trader?
Why am I a trader?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm playing for the country of my birth, so it would be traitorous to play for Australia.
Did the under-17s and under-20s for New
It's
Zealand?
not senior level, is it?
Doesn't
I
count
like
as
it.
treachery.
I like we're into this now. Were there people on the team when you got your first cap for New Zealand who were like, what are you doing here? Aren't you from Australia?
Probably. They didn't tell me that though, so that's all right.
Did you have to dial up your New Zealand accent?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Whenever I go on tour and come back home, the New Zealand accent comes on thick,
Really?
very thick.
Real.
Right.
fuck.
How quickly does it just go snap back into it? You're over there,
Pretty
I'm finally here. I
fast.
can speak my native tongue.
Yeah, decently quick.
Hmm.
But then there'll be words and they're like, oh gosh, Australian.
What's an Australian word that they would call you out on?
Oh, I don't know, but I'd put it on real hard and they'll be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, oi, let's go to dinner. They're like,
That's a
ugh,
good one.
Not dinner.
dinner.
Dunno.
Hey guys, you want to go to dinner?
Let's go to dinner.
Let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
No pies at dinner. That's it. That's the press conference. That's the
Yeah.
presser.
Oh,
That's it. It's just one question, mate.
that's crazy. I
Just-
thought it was going to be a bit more than
keep
that.
it.
Nah,
on
just
your
working
toes.
out the
No.
treacherous
Just want
nature.
to keep you on your toes. Make sure that you're not a trader. Make sure you got it right. That's like, that's the most treacherous thing that we could find.
Right.
I've got one last question. How often do you get called Rebekah Stott?
Scott, so often.
Is that the most common?
So much. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then do you correct them or are you like, oh,
Nah.
I can be Rebekah Scott?
We got to the press conference in Wuhan and on the name tag, it was Rebekah Scott and they made them change it. So the press conference went for real short because they had to go and print out a new sign. So it was perfect.
Went for about as long as our press conference.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Oh, that's actually a nice play, though. You just print your own bar, get in there that says Rebekah Scott. You're like, that's the wrong
Sorry.
name, guys. I
It's
see
not
how
me.
mistake happens all the time, but it eats away your time.
Stoddy, thanks for talking a bit of bullshit with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
you, mate.